somewhat patriotic feel to set the stage in this one. The color wheel of the USA on display, a couple of teams who don the red and blue. Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got
tight end trying to get in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
7, South Alabama, 0.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the catch. It's Graham. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
14, South Alabama, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's Austin. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Austin. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really.
Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bodiford. Drills him with a stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the run, it's Bodiford. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
21, South Alabama, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
We'll send the tight end in motion. The inside handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Looking for room. It's Roach. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Out of the gun, the inside give. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, South Alabama, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown will throw it. Working that left side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Quick spin on the ride. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Using his legs, it's Roach. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's St. Clair. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And, man, oh, man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 10.
The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Rides to the back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. The Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Boniford. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Powers through. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Owls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Powers forward. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
South Alabama, 0.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's long.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Split backs here. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
2nd down coming up. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Across the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The give from the gun.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Owls are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Yankee blue. Down.
Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Caught over the middle, it's Mooney. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Extending the play. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's long. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Stevenson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Jaguars have their offense in high gear. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Stevenson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
He breaks the tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Mooney. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw, it's Nickel. Unleashes one deep. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
escapes trouble. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
42, spot.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.